quite a few things going down in the post today. Showed off a little bit what you can do offensively. How did it feel to kind of get things going and get your teammates involved in what you were doing?
Yeah, man. I mean, just my teammates finding me in the right positions and me just, going to work. I mean, I knew coming into the game, I could go to work, and that's what I did. I showed my abilities, and when they were doubling me, I kicked it out to 100 and made a wide open three. So, I mean, it's just about reading the game, honestly.
What kind of changed for you guys in the second half?
Our rebounding. We gave up way too many offensive rebounds, way too many. I mean, you can't do that at this level. You can't at all. And I mean, it comes down to getting stops too. We didn't get any kills. We probably got one. So to win on the road, especially, you got to get more than three at least. That's what I would say.
What's the key to accomplishing that on the road, you think?
Just winning, man. We gotta go out and just put our mind to it,
What was the challenge that you went through with Will Jeffress? It seemed like you guys got tangled up a bit a few times.
I mean, I know Will. We know each other since high school, so I played against him in high school. I mean, we're two competitors, so it's not really, it's basketball. I didn't really take offense to that. I mean, he pushed me, I pushed him back. At the end of the game, we hugged it out. So, I mean, it wasn't even a challenge. He was fronting me, and they had to help side. So, I mean, it's basketball, man. They're trying to get me off my game, but I stayed level-headed. I didn't really try to make anything of it. So, yeah.
How would you describe that matchup with Will down low? He usually doesn't play the 5 for Pitt, but spent some time there tonight.
I mean, they probably just threw him in there to, try to see what I would do, and I handled it accordingly. I mean, he's pretty strong, so I mean, it really didn't affect me, to be honest. I mean, he probably got one steal over the back, but they were doubling anyway, so yeah.
What's the key to kind of rebounding off of this and getting, I guess, the mindset right for Saturday night against Syracuse?
Just hitting your guy and go get the ball, man. That's what we got to do. Got to go get that ball off that rim. That's what it comes down to. I mean, on the road, really, it's not about how many points you score. It's about rebounding and getting the ball off the rim and playing defense. That's what the key is, basically.
Anything else, Captain? You're gonna be.
Pitt, I thought they did a really good job in the second half early of driving our guards and getting us in foul trouble. They got in the bonus really quick. That's been a problem for us, playing on the road is we foul too much in the second half. He said it. I thought the 9 offensive rebounds were killers, and the majority of that would be on our guards for not rebounding down and getting the ball. We had 5 kills in the first, and we had 1 in the second. And so they went from, I don't know, I had it written down somewhere. I think they went from 16-minute to the 5-minute mark. I don't know, they scored 14 or 15. I don't remember, 13 out of 15 possessions or something like that. Just can't win that way. And so it's disappointing, but you got to give credit to Pitt. Blake made some tough shots. Carrington was really good, played 40 minutes. Got 8 points at the line. Leggett was really good. I know he's a good player. We had our 4s on him because we were trying to guard Hinson with a guard, and so he took advantage of it. He made some tough shots, made some open shots, and so credit to him. I think they have good players. They got a good team, and they're on a little bit of a roll right now. And we got to go home and get this fixed. But ultimately, we can't give up 50 points in the second half. Can't give up 9 offensive rebounds, and you can't have 15 turnovers. We had 8 in the first, and I told them under 12 would be, what we had to be, and we were at 15. And so those are just losing plays and losing numbers, and credit to Pitt for winning the game.
Steve, what do you think is the issue in terms of second half seemed to be an issue on the road, especially?
I don't think it has anything to do with being on the road, Les. I think it just has to do with the second half. And so, we have to be mentally tougher and have tougher possessions on offense, tougher possessions on defense. It's something that we've talked about till I'm blue in the face. It's something that we've practiced. But you got to go do it, right? And, you can't, one thing that really hurts us is you can't let the other team get in the bonus so quick in the second half. Those are free points with the clock not moving, and then you give them extra possessions with 9 offensive rebounds, and you give them extra possessions with turnovers. And so that's just a bad recipe. So it's a lot of things. But to me, a lot of it is just having the mental toughness to not do that. And it's not one person; it's the whole team. It's it's like one guy this possession, one guy that possession, then you 2 possessions. It's a team thing. And, obviously it's on me to get it fixed. And I obviously, I got to continue to try to figure it out and see where we can, how we can remedy this. I know how to remedy it. Don't turn it over. Don't foul. Have really good possessions and shoot good shots in the second half, and defend. And you win because we're up 12. We came out first possession, we're up 12. But it's just consistency.
Do you feel like you found something, a little bit of something with what Efton was able to do in the middle today?
Yeah, I mean, I've always felt he could do that. We went to him. We needed, can't really, that puts pressure on the other team to either let him play one-on-one or double. If they double, then he's a good passer, but he did have 4 turnovers. Again, we missed how many? We missed 6. We missed 3 layups, like point blank at the rim. Not him, but our guards. And so, I don't know. He's a good player. We need to continue to get it to him down in there, and I think it'll help us going down the stretch.
How would you assess what Cam Hildreth is providing for you these last couple games?
I mean, I think
both
he's
positive and
playing.
negative.
I think he's playing really hard, and he's got a tough situation with an injury. He didn't take very many shots tonight. I don't think. How many?
5.
Yeah. He's got to make better decisions with the ball. Yeah, he had a tough assignment tonight defensively. Did a pretty good job. I think he's getting the most out of his ability. I think, like a lot of our players on the perimeter, I think he tends to overhandle the ball, pounds it too much, not coming off of it, not reading the floor. But it's not just him; it's all of them. I mean, at one point they're hedging ball screens, and we told them when the other team hedges, the plays behind. It's either on the rocket down the middle, which we had a couple times and couldn't finish, or it's the throw behind. And how many times did we throw behind? Not enough. And when we did, we got it deflected. And so, those are things that they've got to overcome to become a much better team.
What do you think Pitt did different in the paint in the second half? It was 20-6 you guys in the paint, and it was 18-16. Like it wasn't that they dominated, but
I think those are deceiving stats because it's not they're posting up; they drove it.
Mm-hmm.
They drove it.
Mm-hmm.
They got in there off the drive, and they were more physical, finishing at the rim.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't really on post ups. I mean, did they get one? I doubt it. I mean, Federico scored 3 points, right? You got to remember points in the paint. That's transition too.
Mm-hmm.
Running out and getting easy baskets instead of off turnovers or bad shots. And so I think they just put more pressure on us defensively and offensively driving the ball. They didn't settle. They made a couple of those. Carrington, I'll give you that. I mean, we played the drop. We came up a little higher in the drop tonight than what we have typically. He made a couple that were pretty tough. Leggett made a couple. Over time, those aren't going to beat you. The things that beat you are what I just said. The extra, another way you can score in the paint. Offensive rebound, kick it back in, easy shot. I think it was a combination of a lot of that stuff.
I know Hildreth, Carr, Monsanto, these guys were here last year, but when you talk about second half inconsistencies with your team, do you feel that's something that comes with bringing in so many transfers?
No, I do not. Next question.
Steve, just from a little bit of cleanup, has there been a different decision made on Jalatuka now?
Yeah, he's going to redshirt. I think it was in his best interest, our best interest for him. I don't think physically he's even close to being ready to kind of play at this level. And it's getting late in the year, and I just didn't see any path for him to get any playing time. And so I don't want to waste somebody's year. And when you play, one of the things about playing in basketball, it's not like football where, you can play 4 games and you get a red shirt. You put him in one time in the second semester, it's his year. And so it's best for him, it's best for us, and he's just not ready.
Mutual agreement, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Thanks.
Thanks.
Okay.